Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear me today. Hear me loud and clear. There's something inside of you that you've been holding back. Something inside of you that's waiting to be unleashed. It's time for you to stop being scared of your own greatness. It's time for you to tap into that power that you've been hiding from the world. That power that's been dormant inside of you, waiting for the right moment to arise. But let me tell you this, beloved. The time is now. It's time to rise up. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to take your life, your purpose, and your destiny into your own hands. You have been chosen for greatness. And I need you to understand this. Greatness does not come to the timid. It does not come to those who shrink in the face of adversity. Greatness comes to the ones who are willing to fight, who are willing to get in the ring of life, who are willing to get a little rough, a little bold, and yes, a little savage. Savage greatness is 704,000 days. Let me talk to you for a moment about what it means to be a savage. Now, I'm not talking about being ruthless in a negative sense. No, no, no. I'm talking about tapping into an inner strength that refuses to be denied. I'm talking about developing a mindset that says, I will not be intimidated. I will not be stopped. I will not back down, no matter what obstacles come in my way. Being a savage means that you are relentless, you are determined, and you will not allow anything to stand in your way. You are a force to be reckoned with. You don't make excuses, you make moves. Now hear me. Every great person who has ever accomplished anything significant in life had to develop a savage mentality. They didn't let fear stop them. They didn't let their past hold them hostage. They didn't let the opinions of others dictate their path. They stood up, looked life in the face, and said, I'm going to get what's mine. I'm going to go after it with everything I've got. They didn't ask for permission. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They seized the moment and they made it perfect. And I'm talking to you today because I believe there's a savage inside of you. There's a warrior spirit waiting to rise. But you've got to unlock it. You've got to tap into that place where nothing can shake you, where nothing can break you. You've got to stop allowing life to dictate your response. You've got to stop being the victim. You've got to stop letting people walk all over you. The time is now for you to step into your power. And don't you let people talk you out of your destiny. Don't let them tell you that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve it, that you're not equipped. You've been equipped from the day you were born. Your DNA is laced with greatness. You are made in the image of a powerful creator, and everything you need to succeed is already inside of you. You've been walking around with that power dormant, but today I'm calling it out. I'm calling that savage in you out. I'm calling you to rise up, to get fierce, to get focused, and to get hungry. Hungry for success, hungry for purpose, hungry for more. Now, let me be clear. The road to greatness is not a walk in the park. There will be challenges. There will be setbacks. There will be people who try to discourage you. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. But that's when the savage in you has to rise. It's easy to be kind and gentle when everything is going well. But when the storm comes, when the pressure hits, that's when you find out what you're made of. That's when you find out if you're going to curl up in fear or stand up and fight. And I'm telling you today, you were not born to curl up. You were born to stand up, to fight, to conquer, and to overcome. Do you hear me? Life is going to throw some punches. It's going to try to knock you down. But a savage doesn't stay down. A savage gets back up. A savage looks adversity in the face and says, is that all you've got? You're going to take some hits. You're going to feel some pain. You're going to face some disappointment. But each time you rise, you get stronger. Each time you face the battle, you grow. Each time you say, I won't quit, the savage inside of you grows stronger. Now, I want you to hear this. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your struggle. There is no shortcut to success. There is no way to bypass the work that needs to be done. You've got to grind. You've got to hustle. You've got to get your hands dirty. You've got to put in the hours. You've got to sacrifice. And yes, it will hurt. But if you want the glory, if you want the victory, if you want the reward, you've got to be willing to fight for it. You can't be afraid of the work. You can't be afraid of the grind. You can't be afraid of the effort it takes to make your dreams a reality. You've got to get up every single day with one goal in mind to make progress, even if it's a small step, even if it's just a little bit of momentum. Keep moving forward. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anyone talk you out of your purpose. Don't let the noise of the world distract you. Be focused. Stay hungry. Keep your eyes on the prize and do not, I repeat, do not allow anyone to take your focus off of your goals. Understand this. Being a savage is not about being angry or bitter. It's not about tearing other people down or being selfish. It's about knowing your worth and never settling for less than what you deserve. It's about walking in confidence, knowing that you are equipped for greatness. It's about rising above your circumstances, rising above your fears, and rising above every obstacle that tries to block your path. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity and saying, I deserve more and I'm going after it. You can't allow your environment to define you. You can't allow your past to dictate your future. Your history does not determine your destiny. Your setbacks don't define you. Your failures are not the end of the story. They are simply a part of the process. Every successful person has faced failure, but they didn't let failure stop them. They didn't let failure define them. They used failure as fuel to push harder, to dig deeper, to go further. And I'm here to tell you today, your future is bright, your destiny is waiting, but you've got to get up and claim it. You've got to take it by force. You've got to chase your dreams with a relentless passion that won't be denied. Don't wait for someone to hand you an opportunity. Don't wait for permission to pursue your dreams. You've got everything you need inside of you to make it happen. You've got the strength, you've got the drive, you've got the ambition. And now it's time for you to get savage. You see, there's a power that comes when you decide that you will no longer be passive. When you decide that you are not going to wait for life to come to you, you're going to take life by the horns and make it bow down to you. There's a power that comes when you stand up and say, I am going to take my future into my hands. I am going to build my dreams. I am going to create my destiny. And I want you to know, when you make that decision, when you make the choice to become a savage, you are not just making a decision for today. You are setting the course for your entire life. You are charting a path to greatness. You are stepping into your power and walking in the fullness of your purpose. And let me tell you something, beloved, when you make that decision, the enemy has to step aside, and life has to step aside. Fear has to step aside. No weapon formed against you will prosper. All right, guys, we're back for another amazing adventure. There's greatness in you. There's power in you. There's victory in you. Now it's time to go after it with everything you've got. No more fear, no more doubt, no more hesitation. It's time to become a savage and claim what's yours. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep believing, and know that with every step, you are getting closer to the life you were meant to live. So rise up, step into your power. Let the savage inside of you roar. And watch what happens when you refuse to back down. Watch what happens when you decide that you are not going to be denied. Watch what happens when you step into the fullness of your purpose and live the life you were destined for. The world better watch out, because when you become a savage, nothing can stop you. The speech emphasizes the importance of tapping into your innate power and refusing to be intimidated by challenges. It's about recognizing that greatness is already inside of you, waiting to be unleashed. Being a savage is not about being ruthless, but about developing a mindset of perseverance, resilience, and unyielding drive. It's about refusing to be stopped by obstacles, setbacks, or fear. The speech calls for personal responsibility and action. You have everything you need to succeed, and it's up to you to seize opportunities, work hard, and relentlessly pursue your dreams. Rise above adversity, challenges, setbacks, and failures are inevitable, but a savage mentality means you rise above them. Every difficulty is an opportunity to grow stronger, and every setback is fuel for your future success. You've got something inside of you that's been waiting to be released, something deep within your soul, hidden under layers of doubt, fear, and hesitation. It's not an accident that you've made it this far. Every moment in your life has led you to this place, this very moment. And if you can hear my voice, you can feel the stirring in your spirit. You are not here by mistake. You are here because there is power within you that needs to be unlocked. The question is, do you believe it? Do you truly understand what you carry inside of you? Do you recognize the strength, the potential, the greatness that is buried beneath the surface? Are you willing to see what's underneath? Now, I'm not talking about the strength you've shown in times of ease. I'm not talking about the moments when everything was going your way. That's easy strength. I'm talking about the kind of strength that rises when you are tested. I'm talking about the strength that comes when life hits you with everything it's got, and yet somehow you rise. I'm talking about the strength that says you can knock me down, but I'm not staying down. You can throw punches, but I'll keep getting back up. That kind of strength is not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate. It's something that comes when you decide that you're no longer going to play it safe. It's something that comes when you make the choice to walk into the unknown, to step out of your comfort zone, to stop being afraid of what's next. Too many of us have spent our lives playing small. We've let our fears dictate our actions, let our insecurities govern our decisions, and let the opinions of others keep us from stepping into the fullness of who we are meant to be. We've allowed the external world to shape our sense of worth. We've looked to others for validation, for approval, for permission. But what if I told you that the power to change your life, the power to transform everything you've ever dreamed of, lies within you? What if I told you that you don't need anyone's permission to step into your greatness? What if I told you that the strength you've been searching for has been within you the entire time, just waiting for you to recognize it, to unlock it, to unleash it? Understand this. Every single thing you need to succeed is already inside of you. You have the tools, you have the strength, you have the resilience, you have the heart. But you have to make a decision. You have to decide to stop living beneath your potential. You have to make the choice to stop shrinking back, to stop settling for less than what you were created for. There are dreams inside of you that you've allowed to gather dust because you've been too afraid to pursue them. There are goals you've put on the back burner because you've told yourself they're too big, too impossible. But I'm here to tell you today there is no dream too big, no goal too far out of reach. The only thing standing between you and your destiny is your own willingness to unlock the strength within you and go after what's yours. It's time to start recognizing the power you possess. It's time to start acknowledging that you are capable of more than you've allowed yourself to believe. I don't care how old you are, how much experience you have, or how many failures you've faced. If you've got breath in your lungs, there's still time. If you've got a heartbeat, there's still hope. If you've got the will to fight, there's still a chance. And if you've got the courage to believe in yourself, then there's nothing that can stop you. But unlocking your inner strength requires you to make some tough decisions. It requires you to get real with yourself about where you are and where you want to go. It means letting go of the excuses. It means accepting that you are the only one who can make the changes necessary to live the life you truly desire. Stop waiting for someone to come along and save you. You're not waiting on anyone else. You're waiting on you. You've got everything inside of you to create the life you want, to build the success you deserve, to step into the power that's already yours. You just have to unlock it. It's going to take courage. It's going to take bravery. It's going to take faith in yourself when no one else believes in you. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when you question if it's all worth it. But let me tell you something. Every time you want to quit, every time you want to give in, that's when you need to push the hardest. The moments of struggle, the moments of pain are the very moments that will shape you, mold you, and make you into the person you need to be in order to walk in your destiny. The strength that you need is not a mystical force that you have to wait for to come down from the sky. It's not something that you have to go on a long quest to find. It's within you. But you've got to believe that it's there. You've got to believe in your own power, your own resilience, and your own ability to overcome. And you've got to take action. Don't just sit around waiting for life to hand you opportunities. Don't just wait for the perfect moment. You have to create your own moments. You have to make your own opportunities. The strength to do that, to move forward when everything in you says to stop, that's what will take you from where you are to where you want to be. You see, unlocking your inner strength is not just about what happens on the outside. It's about what happens on the inside. It's about changing the way you think. It's about shifting your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. It's about realizing that you are not defined by your past, your failures, or your circumstances. You are not a product of your environment. You are a product of your decisions. You have the power to decide what you're going to do next. You have the power to decide how you're going to respond to every challenge, to every setback, to every difficulty. I'm sorry. The moment you decide that your circumstances do not define you, that's the moment your strength starts to unlock. The moment you decide that you are going to rise above the noise, rise above the doubts, rise above the fears, that's the moment your true power begins to manifest. The moment you decide that no matter what life throws at you, you will rise, you will fight, and you will win. That's the moment you take control of your destiny. The strength that is locked inside of you will not be unlocked by waiting for a miracle. It will not be unlocked by hoping someone else will come along and make things easier for you. No, it will be unlocked by you deciding to move, to take action, to do the work. It's not easy, but it's worth it. There will be days when you want to quit, when you want to turn around, when you want to throw in the towel, but don't. Don't let the fear of struggle keep you from walking into your destiny. Don't let the fear of failure keep you from realizing your dreams. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every failure is a lesson. Every struggle is a stepping stone. And as you begin to unlock that inner strength, as you begin to push yourself, to challenge yourself, to rise above the obstacles, you will begin to see that the life you want is within your reach. It's not a distant dream. It's not something for someone else. It's for you. But you've got to step into it. You've got to unlock it, and you can't wait another minute. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you believe. The strength you need to change your life is already inside of you. But you have to tap into it. You have to make the decision that you will no longer be passive, that you will no longer be a spectator in your own life. You have to make the decision that you are going to fight for your dreams, that you are going to rise above the fears and doubts that have held you back for so long. You've got what it takes. The question is, will you step up and unlock it? There is something powerful about determination. It's the driving force behind every great achievement. It's the reason some people rise above the odds and others remain stuck in the same place. Determination is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the walkers, the ones who make things happen from those who sit back and wait for things to fall into place. It's an energy that doesn't just fade away when the road gets tough. It becomes more intense, more focused, and more persistent. To embrace relentless determination is to decide that nothing, absolutely nothing, will stand in the way of your purpose. It's about committing to your goals with such tenacity that even when the world tells you to quit, you refuse to listen. The truth is, most people don't achieve what they set out to do because they don't have the resolve to stick with it when things get hard. They give up too soon. They quit when the results aren't immediate. They get discouraged when they don't see progress fast enough. They lose faith when it feels like the road is long and the destination is far. But relentless determination is the opposite. It's about pushing through, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. It's about showing up day after day, even when the odds seem insurmountable. It's about looking at every challenge not as a roadblock, but as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Yeah. You see, determination isn't something that comes naturally to everyone. It's not something you're born with. It's something that's built. It's a muscle you have to work, a habit you have to cultivate, and a mindset you have to develop. Determination is the result of an intentional choice to keep going, even when your body is tired, even when your mind is telling you to stop, and even when your spirit is weary. But if you can push through those moments, If you can keep moving forward when you want to quit, you will develop a resolve that will carry you to places you never thought possible. The reason so many people struggle with determination is because they don't truly understand the power of consistency. We live in a world that wants everything right now. We want instant results, immediate gratification, and fast success. But success doesn't come overnight. Success is built over time, brick by brick, day by day. Every small step you take toward your goal is important. Every effort you make, no matter how small it may seem in the moment, is a step toward something bigger. And it's in those small, consistent actions that you build the foundation of success. You've got to understand that relentless determination isn't just about the big, visible wins. It's about the small, unseen efforts that add up over time. It's about the nights when no one is watching, when you're working on your craft, refining your skills, and pushing yourself beyond your limits. It's about showing up when no one else does. It's about doing what others aren't willing to do because you know that's what it takes to get where you want to go. The grind, the hustle, the work, it's all part of the process, and you have to be willing to embrace it. But here's the thing, determination isn't easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the person who is looking for an easy way out. If you want to achieve your goals, if you want to create something meaningful, you have to be willing to endure. You have to be willing to go through the fire. And here's the truth. The fire will burn. It will test you. It will challenge you. But it's in the fire that you are refined. It's in the fire that your character is built, your resilience is forged, and your resolve is solidified. So many people think that once they reach a certain level of success, everything will be easy. But the reality is, the higher you go, the more challenging it becomes. The more you achieve, the more pressure you'll face. The more you're asked to stretch, to grow, and to push beyond what you thought was possible. But that's what makes the journey worthwhile. The reward isn't just in the destination, it's in the process. It's in the way you grow, evolve, and become the person you were always meant to be. If you want to embrace relentless determination, you have to get comfortable with discomfort. You have to be willing to step into the unknown, to face your fears head on, and to push through the moments when you feel like giving up. Because those are the moments that will define you. When you feel like quitting but choose to keep going, you build the kind of strength that doesn't easily break. You develop a tenacity that others can't touch. You become someone who doesn't just dream of success, but makes it happen, and there's power in that.